For 15 years, I gave my brother my Christmas presents. My husband finally asked why. When I was 7 years old, my younger brother Ethan threw a tantrum on Christmas morning because I got a gift he wanted, and my parents gave it to him to stop the screaming. That was the beginning of the end. The next Christmas, Ethan cried again when I opened a dollhouse that he decided he wanted, so my parents told me to let him have it to keep the peace. By the time I was 10, it was tradition. I'd open a present, Ethan would whine that he wanted it, and I'd hand it over while my parents praised me for being so mature and so generous. I learned to stop getting excited about anything I unwrapped because it was never really mine. By middle school, my parents stopped pretending. They'd buy things that were clearly meant for Ethan and put my name on them so it wouldn't look like he was getting more. "You don't mind, do you?" my mom would say. "You know how he gets." I told myself I didn't care about material things, that presents were shallow, and I was above all of it. Every Christmas morning, I'd sit there and watch Ethan tear through gift after gift while I got maybe one token thing like socks or a gift card for $10. My parents would tell relatives I was the easy one and so low maintenance, and I'd smile like that was a compliment. When I was 16, Ethan opened a laptop that was supposed to be mine. I knew it was supposed to be mine because I found the receipt with my name on it in my mom's closet 2 weeks earlier. I watched him open it and scream with excitement, and I didn't say a word. My mom looked at me and mouthed "thank you," like I'd done something noble instead of being robbed in front of my entire family. I moved out at 18 and started telling people I didn't celebrate Christmas. It was easier than explaining that Christmas had been stolen from me one present at a time since I was 7 years old. When I met my husband Andrew 3 years ago, I told him I wasn't into the holidays, and he didn't push. He assumed it was religious or personal, and he respected it. Our first Christmas together, his family gave me a pile of presents with my name on them, and I burst into tears in front of everyone. I couldn't explain why, so I just said I was overwhelmed by their kindness. His mom hugged me and said I was family now. Last year, Andrew finally met my parents. We went to their house for Christmas because my mom guilted me into it, saying she never saw me anymore, and Ethan really wanted his sister there. I should have known better. We walked in, and there were presents piled under the tree, almost all of them in the same wrapping paper my mom always used for Ethan. Andrew didn't know what Christmas at my parents' house looked like, so he didn't notice anything at first. We sat down and the gift exchange started, and Ethan tore through box after box while I waited. Nintendo Switch, new headphones, a watch, designer sneakers, gift cards worth hundreds of dollars. I opened my one gift, and it was a candle from the grocery store with a $4 price tag still stuck to the bottom. Andrew looked at me, then looked at the mountain of torn wrapping paper at Ethan's feet, then looked back at me. My mom handed Ethan another box, and he read the tag and said, "Oh wait, this one says it's for you." And then he opened it anyway. It was an iPad. Andrew's voice was calm, but I could hear the edge underneath it. Did he just open her present? My mom waved her hand. "She doesn't care. She's not materialistic like Ethan." "That's not true," Andrew said. "She cried when my mom gave her a handmade blanket. She cares. She just stopped expecting anything from you." My dad told him he was making a big deal out of nothing, and that this was just how their family worked. Andrew asked why their adult son, who still lived at home, got thousands of dollars in presents while their daughter got a grocery store candle. Ethan laughed and said I never cared about presents and always gave him my stuff anyway. "Because you took it," Andrew said, and his voice wasn't calm anymore. "She was a kid, and you taught her she didn't deserve anything, and now you're acting like she chose this." I started crying and I couldn't stop. 15 years of sitting in that living room watching everything go to Ethan came pouring out of me. My mom's face turned red, and she said I was being dramatic and ungrateful after everything they'd done for me. She asked what I even wanted from them. Andrew stood up and told me to get my coat. My mom yelled that I was ruining Christmas, which was funny because she'd been ruining mine since I was 7. We left, and I haven't spoken to them since. Andrew's mom called me the next day because he told her what happened, and she cried on the phone and said she wished she'd known sooner. This Christmas, there were 14 presents under the tree with my name on them, and nobody asked me to give a single one away.